Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Quarantine Kitchen. I'm your host Paul Desman and it's always great to see you. I was glad to hear you guys enjoyed that veggie scramble or the veggie skillet, depending on which side of the video you watched. I kind of called it both, but that's okay. We're just cooking here. We're going to continue along those lines and make a mostly vegetable-based recipe today. Today, I'm going to make my French onion soup. It's about time because I love onions. To make my French onion soup, we will need about 6 onions, red and yellow, some beef stock, our old friends, salt and pepper, some Gruyere cheese, some thyme, a little sugar, some olive oil. We'll need some butter, fresh bay leaves, some dinner rolls, white wine, an oven-safe bowl, and of course we'll need some garlic.
I know that seems like you'll need a lot of things for this recipe, but let me assure you that this is actually quite simple. You basically just put a bunch of onions in a pot with some broth and wait around for a while. It tastes its best when you use clean onions, so that's why we start by washing our hands and all of the onions. The good news is that you don't need to dice the onions into small pieces. In fact, it's better to leave them a little bigger. Don't worry, they will cook down. Start by chopping the ends off and then cutting them in half. Make a few slices in each half and then chop those slices into chunks. You're going to need a large bowl to put them all in. You don't have to alternate colors when you chop them, but it can be fun. Yellow, red, kinda like a broken traffic light. It takes some time to cook all this, so grab your olive oil and pour a few glugs into a large pot. Fire it up to 11, dump all those onions in, and flex those stirring muscles. You're gonna need 'em. As they cook for a bit, we can get the dinner rolls started. Cut them into slices about a ½ inch thick and get out a cookie sheet. Cover it in parchment paper as best as you can. Get those slices onto the cookie sheet. Now add a few tablespoons of butter to the onions and stir them up some more. Remember, in the kitchen, stirring equals love. If you ever hear someone say that they made this food with love, it means they stirred it a lot. Give the pot a hat and let it cook for a bit. Put a cheese grater on a plate and grab the Gruyere. Use the large side of the grater for maximum meltiness. Cheese. Go back to the onions and give them some more love. Add a little bit of sugar to help the onions caramelize. Keep the love coming before adding the next ingredient. Grab the salt, sprinkle some of that in, and continue with the love. Let it cook for about a minute before picking up the wine. Pour in a good amount and give it all some more love. Be sure to scrape the bottom of the pot for extra goodness. Now get out 2 boxes of beef stock and dump them both in. Careful, if you go too fast you will splatter it all over yourself and the stove. After you put it all in, this time give it some off-camera love and return to the bread slices. Pour a little olive oil into a small bowl and using a rubber brush, spread the olive oil all over one side of each slice. Then you need to toast them in the oven for about 6 or 7 minutes at 450. While the bread becomes toast, toss a few bay leaves into the onion pot. Now it's time for your garlic. Find the thyme and put in about a tablespoon, or the last of an old package. Give it all a whole ton of love and follow it up with our old friends salt and pepper. Keep the love going. Just to remind you, that means stir it. Now get the bread slices out of the oven and flip each one over. This is trickier than it seems. Once they're all flipped, you're ready for a giant pile of cheese. Cover each slice with a pinch of shredded Gruyere, being as generous as you like. Then put them all back into the oven for a few more minutes. You'll know they're ready if the cheese starts to bubble or turn brown. Give the pot a few more doses of love right up until it's time to take out the cheesy toast. Grab your oven-safe bowl and dump a couple ladles of soup into it. Drop a few pieces of cheesy toast in and, of course, cover the entire thing with more cheese. Now put this in the oven for 10 minutes using the broiler set to 350 degrees. This helps make the top all crispy-like and extra delicious.
And that's how you make my French onion soup. This looks really good. I cannot wait to take a bite. But it's very hot, so make sure you wear your oven mitts. This has been Quarantine Kitchen. I'm your host, Paul Desman. For more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face right around here somewhere. Thank you very much. See you next time.